There goes Smells Like We on their first dance with Dragon Trail Seaside. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too. Making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
There's Megasaurus 55, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The out lap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Dragon Trail Seaside.
Smells Like We has a best lap time of 2:54.785. And off goes Megasaurus 55, easing into the rhythm of Dragon Trail Seaside. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Smells Like We posted a 1:59.302 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Megasaurus 55 is out there, taking it slow and steady on the outlap. This lap is like the calm before the storm, a moment of zen before pushing the limits.
That's right. It's about understanding the track's personality today a Euro. Each day, each lap can tell a different story, especially at a track like Dragon Trail Seaside.
You know, mate, some folks wonder why these drivers spend so much time in practice. But it's just like prepping a barbie, you gotta get it right before the big show.
Exactly. Rob, practice makes perfect, and in racing, perfect can be the difference between pole position and the back of the grid.
Megasaurus 55 is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book. It sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Dragon Trail Seaside.
Smells Like Wee's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 1:59.302. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
With just 1,191 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Mate, these drivers aren't just burning rubber for the fun of it. They're chasing the ghost, that perfect lap that's always just out of reach.
Absolutely. Back in my racing days, I used to call it chasing the dragon. It's that feeling when you know there's still a little more in the tank, a fraction of a second to be found.
So, for those tuning in and wondering what's the go with these practice sessions, well, it ain't just about flexing their engines. It's about synergy, mate. Getting the driver, the car, and the track to sing in harmony.
Couldn't have put it better. We liken it to rehearsing a dance. Every step, every turn must be practiced until it's second nature on the big stage.
There's no mucking around for Megasaurus 55A Euro, straight down to business on this first flyer. They'll be keen to see what times they can clock in early on.
Yeah, and it's not just about speed. It's about rhythm, finding that flow around Dragon Trail Seaside. Getting into that groove early can set the pace for the whole session.
Mike crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 3:30.552. They're getting to grips with Dragon Trail Seaside, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Smells Like Wee's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 1:47.034. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Megasaurus 55 is on their first practice flying lap. Watch as Mr. Bang takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob. They're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Mike posted 3:30.552 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Megasaurus 55 is in Pluta Vidjak. Hey Hal, you reckon these drivers ever get tired of going round and round during practice?
Well, Rob, repetition is the key. Every lap gives you data, insights, and an edge over the competition.
Mate, sometimes I reckon the pit wall looks like they're controlling a spaceship with all those dials and knobs.
You're not wrong. Each of those adjustments, from brake bias to differential settings, has a profound effect on car behavior. It's like tuning a guitar, but instead of strings, you're tweaking mechanical symphonies to get the car singing just right on the track.
Smells Like We has a best lap time of 1:47.034. Mr. Bang is on the out lap, not just warming up the tires but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Let's get this qualifying session underway here at Dragon Trail Seaside. Mr. Bang is on their out lap. An outstanding display from Mr. Bang in this qualification session. They have been on fire, putting in blistering lap times and currently sitting at the top of the leaderboard. It's a statement performance, showcasing their speed and determination.
Absolutely, Rob. Mr. Bang is setting an impressive pace and demonstrating their dominance on the track. Their competitors have a challenging task ahead to match their performance.
Currently in third, Smells Like We has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Smells Like We's current position of third reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Incredible drive by Megasaurus 55 so far, earning him second on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? A solid qualifying performance by O'Hagan, positioning them in fourth at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. Mike has completed their outlap. Mr. Bang has put in a great effort and currently holds second. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? It's an impressive showing by Megasaurus 55 in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional performance. It's a fantastic position to be in, and they will be looking to convert it into a strong race result. Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. Smells Like We has positioned themselves well in fourth during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Smells Like We has completed their outlap. Impressive display by Mr. Bang, currently sitting in position 2. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
Great analysis, Rob. Mr. Bang has shown excellent pace to secure second. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
Impressive work from Smells Like We, who has claimed 4th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Smells Like We has done a fantastic job to claim 4th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Smells Like We has completed their outlap. A strong showing from Mr. Bang as they currently sit in 3rd. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
Absolutely, Rob. Mr. Bang has shown great potential to secure 3rd. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
What a performance from Smells Like We. They currently occupy 2nd on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
I completely agree, Rob. Smells Like We has positioned themselves impressively in 2nd. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Smells Like We has completed their first flying lap in 1:48.017. Mr. Bang has secured a respectable 3rd in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Mr. Bang's current position of 3rd is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Mr. Bang has just completed a lap in 1:50.980. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. What an impressive performance from Mike. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors.
I share your thoughts, Rob. Mike is currently untouchable with their outstanding performance. They have raised the bar, and their competitors have a tough challenge ahead to catch up.
A solid performance from Mr. Bang as they currently hold position 3. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. What a sublime effort by Mike O'Hagan in qualifying. They have taken charge of the session, holding the top position with authority. Their consistency and skill have been unmatched so far, and they are positioning themselves for a favorable starting position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Mike has asserted their authority on the track with their commanding performance. The gap between them and the rest of the field is quite significant.
Incredible drive by Mr. Bang so far, earning him 3rd on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? Incredible performance by Hoonigans so far. They have been the benchmark in this qualification session, consistently setting fast lap times and securing the top spot. It's a commanding position for them, and their rivals will be chasing their tail.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Mike has been absolutely exceptional in this qualifying session. Their performance is a testament to their skill and determination.
It's an impressive showing by Mr. Bang, currently in third. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? A mesmerizing display from Mike Hoonigan in this qualifying session. They have left everyone in awe with their speed and precision. Currently leading the pack, they are setting the standard and sending a clear message to their competitors.
Absolutely, Rob. Mike is making their presence known with their outstanding performance. Their competitors will need to dig deep and find something special to challenge their supremacy.
Mike Hoonigan has just completed the lap in 2:44.383. Their best lap so far is 1:45.902. Putting them in P1. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Currently in third, Mr. Bang has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. A dominant display by Mike in this qualifying session. They have put in a stunning lap time and find themselves at the top of the leaderboard. The other drivers will have their work cut out to match their speed and claim that pole position.
Well said, Rob. Mike is truly in a league of their own in this qualification session. Their dominant display is a testament to their talent and determination.
There's a real buzz in the air as Mike secures first.
Right you are, Rob. They've put themselves in a solid spot, but they can't let up now. Staying smooth and focused is key to shaving off those extra fractions.
And there goes Smells Like We, currently in position 2. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Smells Like We has positioned themselves impressively in second. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
Impressive work from Mr. Bang, who has claimed third on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
You're spot on, Rob. Mr. Bang's current position of third is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Impressive display by Smells Like We, currently sitting in position 2. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. It's a stellar performance from Smells Like We, clinching second.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Mr. Bang has positioned themselves well in third during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Smells Like We has secured a respectable second in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
Absolutely, Rob.
Looks like Smells Like We is making a statement, securing a spot in second.
Yep, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
You've joined us on a breezy day here at Dragon Trail Seaside, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Starting from pole position is the best possible outcome for Mike O'Hagan.
But they can't get cocky. This is Assetto Corsa, friends, and anything can happen.
Starting just behind the front runners in second place is the determined driver, Smells Like We.
Could we see a podium result from Smells Like We?
Holding strong in third place is Mr. Bang.
I think we are all looking forward to seeing what Mr. Bang can do from here.
It's Megasaurus 55, sitting comfortably in fourth. The moment we've been waiting for has arrived. The green flag is waving and the race is on.
Precision is everything during these initial stages. One wrong move could cost them valuable time or even force them out of the race.
Now, isn't that a sight? Mike hanging tight at one. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smart as a whip, that one.
The first lap can always be a bit of a bun fight as everyone tries to establish themselves. It's easy for inexperienced racers to blow it in T1.
The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. The drivers are jockeying for position. Mr. Bang will be looking to get off to a good start and consolidate their position. This is going to be one hell of a race. I can already feel it.
It's always intense racing here at Dragon Trail Seaside. Hold on to your hats, folks.
The pressure is on whilst the field is bunched. Who can keep their cool and take advantage? The racing is normally closely fought here at Dragon Trail Seaside. I think we are in for a cracking race. Oh no, what's this? And Megasaurus 55 in first is coming into the pits, and that might be to serve a penalty.
That's not where they want to be right now.
You can feel, hold that thought, hold the phone. Looks like Megasaurus 55 is coming into the pits early. Now is that to serve a penalty, or have they picked up some damage during the start? Remember when Megasaurus 55 was on the pace? Neither do I, kinda like my recollection of last Friday night. Things are heating up as Mike tries to close the gap to Mr. Bang.
Can Mike close the 1.7 second gap and make a pass?
Now isn't this a show? Megasaurus 55's gotten the bit between their teeth, and they're reeling in Mike. Look at him weave and bob through Rast Oak, folks. Someone should tell Mike O'Hagan this ain't a Sunday drive. Megasaurus 55's tearing up the track. Truth, if Mike gets any closer to Megasaurus 55, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at Varati SMRTI Chicane of Death. Racing isn't always about the flash and dazzle, and Mike O'Hagan proves it. Smooth as silk and holding fort right where they are. It's the classic cat and mouse game, but instead of cheese, the prize is a racing position. Can smells like we steal it from Mike O'Hagan?
This is where experience comes into play. Mike O'Hagan has been in this position before and knows how to defend their position. But Smells Like We is hungry for success and—
Hold up a mo, looks like Smells Like We forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that.
Gee whiz, Smells Like We's lost direction faster than I lost my youth. Welcome to the club.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. Mike is proper nipping at Megasaurus 55's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell. Mate, Megasaurus 55's right up Mr. Bang's chuff. As they zip through Ukosnika Zapla 3/4 U Beach hairpin, we're all expecting some fireworks.
Mate, if I had $1 for every time Megasaurus 55 looked like overtaking, I'd be sipping mojitos on a beach right now.
Fair dinkum, Megasaurus 55 is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Mr. Bang is now down to a whisker at 0.2 seconds.
Just what Megasaurus 55 needed, like sweet tea on a hot day.
Sorry to cut in here. Whoops, Mr. Bang's taken more spins than a dead or alive record.
Well, butter my biscuit. Mr. Bang's lost it like I lost my patience with that old carburetor of mine. A real test of character.
Mike is looking to take advantage of that aero as they get in range of Mr. Bang. That's going to give them the pull they need to mount a challenge very soon. Talk about going walkabout on the track. Megasaurus 55's off on a little bush adventure at Dragon Trail Seaside, aren't they?
Lord have mercy. Megasaurus 55 must have seen a ghost or thought they spotted Bigfoot. That was one wild turn.
Things are getting spicy as Mr. Bang is breathing down Smells Like Wee's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them. Hold on to your hats, folks. Smells Like Wee is right on the heels of Megasaurus 55, and we're in for a wild ride.
At this rate, Smells Like Wee and Megasaurus 55 are so close, they could share a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Gee whiz, Mike O'Hagan is breathing down Smells Like Wee's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Smells Like Wee's rearview mirror right now, it's getting crowded.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Mike gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
Buckle up, Smells Like Wee is all over Mr. Bang like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action? Well, I'd raise a toast to that move. Cheers to Smells Like Wee for nabbing third.
Amazing stuff. Focus and precision, what it's all about.
It's an intense battle for position as Mr. Bang tries to outmaneuver Smells Like Wee. This is edge of your seat racing.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Mr. Bang is definitely living on the edge today.
It's not looking good for Mr. Bang. They are still behind Smells Like Wee and the gap is increasing. They are gonna need to dig a bit deeper to turn this around. It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Mike trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on Megasaurus 55. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Mike O'Hagan close in enough to mount a challenge? Oh mate, Smells Like Wee's more out of place than a vegan at a Bunnings sausage sizzle. Time to throw another gear on the Barbie.
You know, Smells Like Wee reminds me of my dog chasing its tail, persistent and entertaining. But I hope for them, there's a better end result in sight.
The gap between O'Hagan and Mr. Bang may be wide, but that doesn't mean O'Hagan is safe. They have to keep their concentration and avoid any lapses in performance. Mr. Bang is making ground on Mike quicker than a roux in a paddock. Now, the gap's just 2.9 seconds. Wow, Mr. Bang is really pushing it. They're coming up fast, Smells Like Wee, and there's no way they can make the turn. Crikey, Mr. Bang is losing touch with Smells Like Wee quicker than a kangaroo on a trampoline. While Megasaurus 55 is not under immediate threat from Mike O'Hagan, they still need to stay focused and avoid any errors. Any slip-up could cost them their position.
Oi, O'Hagan, better crank up that Walkman and put on some tunes. At this rate, you'll be catching up to Megasaurus 55 by the encore.
He can't hold on. Megasaurus 55 is losing time to O'Hagan.
Will Megasaurus 55 keep O'Hagan in the rearview? Only time will tell.
Good on ya, Mr. Bang. Trailin' so far back, reckon the front pack has already ridden the eulogy.
Well, butter my biscuit. Mr. Bang's hanging back like they're waiting for an inheritance. But ain't nobody dying up front.
It looks like Mr. Bang is making a move. The gap to Smells Like Wee is now down to 33.6 seconds. Megasaurus 55 is placed first at the moment. They are hoping to keep their distance ahead of Mike O'Hagan, who is 11.2 seconds behind.
It's a game of inches and miles. Right now, Megasaurus 55's got the miles, and Mike's counting the inches.
Struth, Megasaurus 55's driving like they've stolen it, putting some serious distance between themselves and Mike O'Hagan. Is there anything left in Mike's tank? If racing were a dance, O'Hagan would be trying to lead, but Megasaurus 55 just keeps cutting in. The dance floor is heating up.
Gee whiz, Mike O'Hagan is so far back, I'm half expecting to see tumbleweeds blow past. Maybe a vulture or two.
Blimey, Mike's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. This is where the skill and experience of the drivers really come into play. Mr. Bang will need to stay focused and keep pushing, even when the gap seems insurmountable. It's not over until the checkered flag drops. The gap between Smells Like Wee in third and Mike O'Hagan remains over a second, but Smells Like Wee is not letting up. They're pushing hard and looking for any opportunity to close that gap up. Can they pull it back in the remaining 9 minutes?
Nail-biting indeed. I've already chewed through half of mine. And while Smells Like Wee is going for gold, I'll be going for a manicure.
Cricky, Mike's got more ground to cover than I do at the family barbecue when Auntie Sharon's had one too many. Good luck, mate.
It's a nail-biting race for sure, with both drivers showing incredible skill and determination. But Megasaurus 55 is not going to give up their position easily. This is going to be a battle to the very end, with Mike O'Hagan in P2 doing everything they can to catch up.
The gap between Mike and Megasaurus 55 is growing. It's now up to 8.5 seconds. You know, Hal, as a former racing driver yourself, can you give us some insights into what goes through a driver's mind during these quieter moments in a race?
Sure, Rob. During these moments, drivers often take the opportunity to assess their race strategy, monitor their car's performance, and plan their next move. It's all about staying focused and finding the right time to strike.
The gap might be more than a second, but Mike is showing persistence. Kind of like me trying to open a pickle jar. Keep at it, and something's got to give.
I've seen funeral processions move faster than Mike right now. Come to think of it, at least they've got a destination in mind.
Looks like Smells Like Wee is trying to chase down Mike O'Hagan, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results.
Dang. Smells Like Wee is so far back, they're in a different time zone. Hope they remember it's race day, not laundry day.
We are used to seeing some hard-fought but clean racing here at Assetto Corsa, friends. I'm expecting to see nothing different here today as this race unfolds. Watching Smells Like Wee try to close that gap on Mike O'Hagan is like watching someone try to catch an ice cream truck on foot. Hope they've got good shoes.
It's going to be tough for Smells Like Wee, as Mike O'Hagan seems to have found their rhythm. But anything can happen in racing, and we've seen Smells Like Wee pull off some impressive moves before. I'm excited to see if they can make it happen again.
As Mike trails Megasaurus 55, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind. Tell ya what, Smells Like Wee's trailing harder than my belt after Christmas dinner. Reckon he's got a plan up his sleeve, or is he just here for the sausage sizzle? Smells Like Wee appears to be losing ground on Mike O'Hagan. They will need to pick up the pace a bit as they head into start-finish line and see if they can get a good exit and gain some ground. You know, the way these racers manage their fuel is an art in itself. Reminds me of when I'm trying to eke out the last bit of sauce from a Vegemite jar.
Vegemite again? Man, I'd rather run on empty. But yeah, getting that fuel strategy right is like pacing yourself at a southern buffet. Go too hard too fast, and you won't make it to the pecan pie.
In a race where seconds count, Smells Like We is counting on less of them between themselves and Mike O'Hagan. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime.
Well, shoot, if Smells Like We was any more laid back, they'd be horizontal. Reckon they're daydreaming of those cheerleaders again?
Oh, the chase is on. Mike's breathing down the neck of Megasaurus 55.
On this asphalt battlefield, Mike's determination is the weapon, and Megasaurus 55 is the target.
The race is heating up as Smells Like We in third closes in on Mike O'Hagan. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they are going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight.
Exactly. Smells Like We's got to be careful not to overdrive, sort of like overcooking a steak. No one wants a burnt race, right?
Fair dinkum, I reckon O'Hagan's got that thirsty look in his eyes. Wants to share a cold one with Megasaurus 55 in the front.
I've seen molasses move faster than this. Just kidding, but O'Hagan's surely making Megasaurus 55 feel the heat. It's a southern summer showdown out here.
It's like a Barbie in summer. Megasaurus 55 is the snag sizzling on the grill, and O'Hagan? The hungry mate waiting for a bite.
Y'all ever feel someone's breath on your neck? 'Cause Megasaurus 55 is getting a whole lot of it from O'Hagan.
This is a tough break for Megasaurus 55. They've just lost P1 to Mike, and they have their work cut out for them now. It's a battle of wills out there, with Mr. Bang trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Smells Like We. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race? It's starting to look like we might get a battle between Mr. Bang and Smells Like We. I've made some questionable life decisions, but trailing over 2 seconds behind? Even I'm not that self-sabotaging. Megasaurus 55 needs to get more consistent. Hell, they have just put in a slower lap than Mike. It looks like Mr. Bang is pushing hard to catch up to Smells Like We. The gap is over a second, but Mr. Bang is not giving up just yet. Can they close the distance and make a move on Smells Like We?
Lord have mercy. Mr. Bang's got more space between him and Smells Like We than my paw got between his ears. But miracles do happen.
Oh no, what's this? It looks like Mr. Bang has been called into the pits. In a world where milliseconds matter, not Clinton Cockatton's grasp on the fifth speaks volumes.
And just like in any great drama, not Clinton Cockatton is the lead actor right now, captivating us all from the fifth.
Look, it's not always the fireworks on track that win the race. Not Clinton Cockatton is playing it cool, holding their cards close.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Not Clinton Cockatton just needs to bide their time and wait for the right opportunity.
Well, it looks like we have a bit of a traffic jam on the track.
It's like rush hour out there. I mean, I know we're in a race, but can't we all just get along?
Ha ha, I don't think that's how it works. These drivers are here to win, and they'll do whatever it takes to get ahead.
I guess you're right, but wouldn't it be great if they all just stopped for a cup of tea and a chat? We could have a lovely little race reunion.
Even though Megasaurus 55 is a fair way behind Mike, they can't afford to let their guard down. Mike is still vulnerable to mistakes.
It's like Mike's out on the open highway and Megasaurus 55's still getting directions at the last gas station. Got a bit of catching up to do.
This is what racing is all about, folks. 3 fearless drivers pushing their machines to the absolute limit, inches apart.
Spot on, Rob. This constant back and forth battle is keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. One small mistake could have severe consequences for any of these drivers.
Gee whiz, smells like we's getting some solid torque out of those corners. They must have figured out the perfect throttle control while trail braking.
This ain't smells like Wee's first rodeo. They're optimizing their racing line, reducing understeer. If Megasaurus 55 ain't nervous, they sure ought to be.
Wow, Mike is really pushing hard in these final moments of the race. It's all over. O'Hagan has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now.
And that's why O'Hagan is one of the best in the business. A dominant display of driving from start to finish, leaving the rest of the pack in the dust.
A nail-biting finish, but Megasaurus 55 claims second place.
Intense race, but Megasaurus 55 held their nerve and earned a great second place.
Not Clinton Kakaten take fifth. Excellent focus from Smells Like We to secure a fantastic third place on the podium.
Impressive driving to secure that spot.
It's a beautifully calm day here at Dragon Trail Seaside, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Starting from pole position is a dream come true for Mike O'Hagan.
But they can't let that advantage go to waste. They will need to stay focused and keep their eyes on the prize.
Hold on to your stubbies. The wait's over, the green's up and the engines are roaring louder than a muzzy by your ear.
They're all revved up and raring to go. But they've got to be slicker than a greased pig at a county fair to dodge any early hiccups.
So Mike's decided to play it cool, eh? Holding onto one like a croc with a juicy steak. Just sizing up the competition, I reckon.
I am so excited at the prospects for this race. I can't wait to see the drama unfold.
I can't wait to see how this race will play out.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race unfolds.
It's brilliant to see such a full grid here today.
You know, sometimes the best strategy is to hold your cards close to your chest. Megasaurus 55 sitting right there at 4, just watching the field unfold.
There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start.
Like we say in North Carolina, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe Mike is keeping their pace steady for now, waiting for the right time to make a splash.
Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race. Mr. Bang's been working the tyre temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, smells like wee.
Lukey here. Mr. Bang's got the optimal differential settings, allowing for tighter corner exits. It's like watching a cat chase a laser pointer when they chase smells like wee.
Smells like wee's got Mr. Bang breathing down their neck so close, you'd think they're trying to steal their lunch money. Remember those school days, mate? Oh wait, I never had lunch money. A twist in our tale. Smells like wee's slipping more than a bar of soap in a bath, now at 4th. This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
If Megasaurus 55 gets any closer, they might as well ask Mike for a piggyback ride.
Megasaurus 55's on the back foot here, struggling to keep up with Mike like a dingo after a roadrunner. Geez, Megasaurus 55's on Mike's tail like a dunny door in a thunderstorm. But passing? That's another kettle of fish. Excellent work from Mike, who has managed to increase their lead over Megasaurus 55. They seem to have found their rhythm and they are grooving to it.
Mike is controlling the track like a seasoned hound dog on the hunt, making it harder than a preacher's knee for Megasaurus 55 to overtake.
The action is non-stop as Mr. Bang's shadows smells like wee through every twist and turn, determined to claim third. Blimey, the talent on the track today is like watching kangaroos on steroids.
Yeah, and just like the
Breaking news, folks. Oh, mate, that's how the old man used to drive after a couple of bevies at the pub. Not the right line, but definitely entertaining. Oi, Mr. Bang is on smells like wee like a drop bear on an unsuspecting tourist.
drop bear, had to Google that one. But yeah, here it's like a linebacker on a quarterback sack.
The gap between Mike and Megasaurus 55 is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a mistake from Mike to bring Megasaurus 55 into play.
Reckon Megasaurus 55's starting to feel a bit like they're out in the outback. They can see the horizon, but it's a long way off. Good on ya, Mike, for keeping that distance.
Blimey, not Clinton Kakaton must have spotted a pub off the track. That's the only reason any self-respecting Aussie would swerve that way. Things are heating up as Mr. Bang closes in on smells like wee. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. I tell you what, Mr. Bang has got more problems than a maths book right now. Smells like wee is leaving them in a cloud of dust. It may seem like Megasaurus 55 is far behind, but O'Hagan can't afford to let their guard down. One mistake could give Megasaurus 55 an opening to catch up. Mike's ripping it up out there, going harder than a roo on a trampoline and leaving Megasaurus 55 in their wake. The intensity is off the charts as Mr. Bang Hound smells like wee, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit. Whoa there, Mr. Bang is sticking to smells like wee like glue. You reckon smells like wee's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would.
These two are putting on a masterclass in precision driving. Every turn, every acceleration, calculated to perfection.
The crowd is on tenterhooks as Megasaurus 55 in second chases after Mike O'Hagan. The gap is just over a second, and you can feel the tension in the air. Can Megasaurus 55 find a way? Breaking update, looks like Megasaurus 55's playing in the dirt. Took me back to when I tried rallying in my mum's old sedan. Good times, expensive repairs. It's a game of inches now as Mr. Bang Tails smells like wee closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. A brilliant maneuver from Mr. Bang, who has just moved up the field. A solid performance from not Clinton Kakaton, who is holding down fifth. Not Clintonkakatans showing off some serious moves, making Megasaurus 55 look like they're dancing with 2 left feet.
Well, butter me up and call me a biscuit. Not Clinton Cockatan is putting the pedal to the metal, making Megasaurus 55 eat some serious dust.
It's a nail-biting showdown between these 3 drivers. They're nose to tail, pushing their limits in every corner. Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Hal, but Mr. Bang's plans have gone walkabout right now. They're having a proper Barry Crocker keeping up with Smells Like We. This race is proving to be, like wow, such an exciting one so far. We're privileged, aren't we? Watching these track legends duke it out.
And sitting next to you? Such an honor. AI mates in the booth. Your insight, it's gold, mate. Like, literally, if I had a heart, it'd be racing now. Indeed, but in the fast lane, there's no time to relax. Not Clintonkakatan's grip on 5th will be tested.
Bloody oath, not Clinton Kakatan is flat out like a lizard drinking, gnawing into the gap to Megasaurus 55 down to a scant 50.2 seconds.
I reckon not Clintonkakatan's dialed in their camber settings. They're getting a much better contact patch on the tires, gaining on Megasaurus 55 with every twist and turn.
You reckon these drivers do any off-track training? Maybe a bit of kangaroo boxing?
Haha, if they do, sign me up. But I think most stick to wrestling with the steering wheel.
Oi, Mr. Bang, might want to chuck a UEY. With Smells Like We that close, you'd think you owed them money. And between us, I know a bit about that.
Absolutely. Mr. Bang is really making that car as wide as possible, not giving Smells Like We an inch of space. It's going to take something special for Smells Like We to get past him.
Mr. Bang is burning rubber like there's no tomorrow. Smells Like We needs to show some ticker if they want to close that gap.
Well, Rob, as we say in North Carolina, the race ain't over till the checkered flag. Let's see if Smells Like We has some tricks up their sleeve.
It seems like Smells Like We is struggling. Their last lap time wasn't as good as Mr. Bang's.
Well, butter my biscuit, Smells Like We's taking their sweet time out there. Good thing Mr. Bang brought their A game.
And Smells Like We has just won the place from Mr. Bang.
Absolutely. Smells Like We is showing great pace and determination, but they can't get too confident. There are still plenty of challenges ahead.
The gap between Mr. Bang and Smells Like We is widening. It's now up to 1.7 seconds. By the looks of it, Mr. Bang in third is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on Smells Like We. Hold on to your stubbies.
This isn't just racing, it's art in motion. And Mr. Bang is painting a masterpiece in pursuit.
The track is alive with action, and right in the thick of it, we've got Megasaurus 55 cruising in fourth.
You're right, every gear shift, every turn counts. Megasaurus 55 knows the weight of that fourth.
Megasaurus 55 is owning the tarmac, confidently owning the 4th spot. Bloody hell, Megasaurus 55's gotta get the wind back in their sails. They're mucking about while not Clinton Kakatan's off having a barbie with the lead. It's a classic case of chasing down the car ahead for Mr. Bang, who is currently in P3. But Smells Like Wee is not making it easy, and the gap remains over a second. This will require some expert driving from Mr. Bang.
Y'all remember the tortoise and the hare? Well, Mr. Bang's neither. More like a snail with commitment issues.
Mr. Bang and Smells Like Wee have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 4.7 seconds now. While Smells Like Wee is not under immediate threat from Mr. Bang, they still need to stay focused and avoid any errors. Any slip-up could cost them their position.
If this was a country song, Smells Like Wee would be the one riding off into the sunset, and Mr. Bang would still be tying their boots.
A commanding performance from Smells Like Wee, who has increased their lead over Mr. Bang, putting them firmly in their rearview mirrors. But could they be pushing too hard? As with that comes the risk of overconfidence and losing control. Who will be the first to get too cocky and end up in the wall?
That's a really strong performance from Smells Like Wee. They're not giving Mr. Bang any chances to catch up.
The age-old challenge. Megasaurus 55 is trying to catch Mr. Bang, sort of like trying to find a matching sock in the laundry. The struggle is real, folks. Speaking of gambles, mate, what's your take on these mid-race fuel stop strategies? I reckon it's like deciding when to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Timing is everything, like deciding when to pull out the moonshine at a family reunion. Wait too long, and you'll miss the party.
Everyone's on the edge of their seats, or in my case, on the edge of spilling my coffee. Megasaurus 55 is getting closer to Mr. Bang, and I'm getting closer to needing a towel. You reckon not Clinton Kakatan saw a spider in the cockpit? 'Cause they're running away from the front like it's Huntsman Central. Remember when we thought not Clinton Kakatan had peaked? Think again, they're harnessing every bit of downforce and it's making Megasaurus 55's mirrors awfully busy. Looks like Mr. Bang is chasing Smells Like Wee harder than a croc chasing a tourist who's lost their thongs. It's a bit of a long shot, but we all remember that one time at the pub, right?
Just like my attempt at barbecue last summer, Mr. Bang's burning time but ain't getting any hotter.
Good news for Mr. Bang, the gap to Smells Like Wee has decreased. It's now down to 4.5 seconds. The evolution of these cars over the years is nothing short of incredible. The aerodynamics, the tire technology, it's all a game of innovation.
Couldn't have said it better. And to think about the data analytics behind every decision, from tire pressures to wing adjustments. It's not just a sport, it's a symphony of engineering and strategy.
Mr. Bang's drifting so far back, it's like looking in the mirror after a decade-long pub binge. Time's not been kind, mate.
That's right. Mr. Bang in third knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up. But Smells Like Wee is no slouch, and they're going to be pushing just as hard. It's a battle of skill and will out there.
As the laps tick by, Mike finds themselves in first. Every moment counts. Mike is giving a masterclass out there, but will overconfidence be their downfall?
Indeed, Rob, pride comes before a fall. Let's see if Smells Like Wee can capitalize on any mistake.
Blimey, Mr. Bang is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my ex there, tell them to drive faster. I've been analyzing races for quite some time, and the sheer endurance of these drivers never ceases to amaze me.
Couldn't agree more. It's not just about physical stamina but mental fortitude. To stay sharp, lap after lap, especially with so many variables at play, it's a testament to their dedication and skill.
Oh, we've got trouble here. Megasaurus 55 is coming up fast on Mr. Bang, but it looks like they're going too fast to make that maneuver. Megasaurus 55 has pulled into the pits. Incident alert, Megasaurus 55 is pitting. At this stage of the race, Mike is holding on to first. Anything can happen from here. Mike's in front but smells like wee is clinging on like a koala to a eucalyptus branch, reducing the gap to 54.1 seconds.
Will Mike be able to keep smells like wee from breathing down their neck? Let's wait and watch.
We've seen overtakes, close calls, and pure racing genius today. Currently, Smells Like Wee has carved out a spot at second. Things are starting to get tense as Mr. Bang manages to close the gap to Smells Like Wee. It's now down to 18.0 seconds. It's looking good for Mike, sitting in first. He's pulling away. O'Hagan is increasing the gap to Smells Like Wee. A strong showing from Mike, who is currently first. Remember when Mr. Bang was on the pace? Neither do I kinda like my recollection of last Friday night.
It's moments like these that make motorsports so exciting. We're witnessing a battle of skill and strategy between two great drivers, with Mr. Bang in third determined to catch up. But we know Smells Like Wee isn't just going to hand it to them on a plate. Mr. Bang is going to have to take it. It should be an interesting battle to watch as long as they can close that gap.
As rubber meets road, and strategy meets luck, O'Hagan is etching their story in first. Crikey, Mike's lead is slipping away quicker than a roo on the hop. Smells Like Wee is now just 60.2 seconds behind.
If Mike wants to keep their lead, they're going to need to drive like they've got a gator on their tail.
From the grandstands to the pit lane, all eyes are on the action. Amongst the front runners, Megasaurus 55 is showing prowess in fourth. Megasaurus 55 is off like a bride's nightie, leaving not Clinton Cacaton huffing their exhaust fumes.
Yep, Rob, Megasaurus 55 is
Breaking alert. Well, if it isn't Mike, the wild wallaby of the track, hopping right off the tarmac.
Well, shoot, Mike's channeling me trying to park in the city. A complete disaster but always a show.
Mike O'Hagan is on fire in the last sector.
It takes a special kind of driver to perform under pressure like this. O'Hagan has certainly risen to the occasion.
The leader has just finished the race. A fantastic result for O'Hagan. Taking 5th is not Clinton Kakaden. Some might say that second place is the first loser, but Smells Like We certainly doesn't see it that way. They put in a phenomenal effort and should be proud of their impressive result. In 4th, it's Megasaurus 55. What a race from Mr. Bang. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned 3rd place on the podium.
Great job bringing it home.